TGIF. You have made it to Friday. Congratulations. I'm Ben Chris, Sarah Larry.
Is that F for football?
Thank goodness it's football. I'm not if you're a Panthers fan. It's not. This morning, everybody waking up to the news that it had been bandied about, it had been rumored that Christian McCaffrey has been traded.
Even yesterday, if you watch the sports yesterday, they actually asked him, and he was just like,
he knew what was happening.
His bags were already packed. He knew it was happening.
We're going to talk more about it on the other side of the break. Send in your comments. Let us know what you think about this trade. And Tradisha Woodard has more for us right now outside of Bank of America Stadium.
Christian McCaffrey's career with the Carolina Panthers has come to an end after the team traded him to the San Francisco 49ers. McCaffrey was traded in exchange for 3 draft picks in the 2023 NFL Draft and a pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. This was McCaffrey's 6th season with the Panthers since the team selected him in the first round of the 2017 NFL Draft. From there, he quickly became a reliable running back. McCaffrey was a well-admired player, and he leaves the team as the 4th all-time leading rusher and the 6th all-time leading receiver in franchise history.
So he's going to be missed for sure. I mean, some people may not know he's like a concert pianist. He's played here.
Such a class act.
For a lot of local charities. Yeah. I mean, definitely going to be missed. A lot of change happening. Over there.
And there was one comment that we had. Somebody was like, well, you want to change.
And you got it. That's right.
Careful what you wish for.
I think we can pull up some of those comments that you guys have been sending us all morning long. One person saying the next star of the Panthers will be the head coach that is able to build the team.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
CMC can't be replaced with the draft picks. It's embarrassing to be a Panthers fan.
We're sorry.
Another person saying shouldn't have any problems finding parking to a game anymore.
Whoa.
The upside. I appreciate it.
There is. That's
the
silver
upside.
lining.
That's right.
Someone else saying, I'm done with the Panthers, and a lot of you guys chiming in now in the comments below the live stream, too.
You know, in the NFL today, the way things happen, you can rebuild a team pretty quickly. In a couple of years, they could have a contender. And we've been through this before. This is not the first time in the history of the Panthers. Of course, we started out as an expansion team, and we were not very good. Then we had some great, some really decent teams. Went to the Super Bowl, but in the early 2000s, it was just bad news, and we're kind of back to that. But it'll be better.
Yeah,
I know.
Eventually,
folks chiming in right now as we speak. Shannon, he was the only one carrying the team, and he was great for the community. He was very popular.
That's a big loss for the community for sure.
Yeah.
Very popular. Sandra, echoing the sentiments of a lot of people. Wow. Joy says the Panthers lost me.
Elizabeth saying, seriously, I'm done with them.
Well, do you know, I think your own sanity, maybe just taking a year off wouldn't be too bad. I'm hoping that they get some wins, but this happens oftentimes. You unload the pieces, you play for last place, just because there's a lot of great quarterbacks. They need, number one, a quarterback. Number two, of course, they'll find a running back, but I don't think they're really going to move too much of the defense. But they have 2nd, 3rd, 4th round picks next year. And if they get the top 5, that's a tremendous amount of draft picks. It's just all about making the right decisions.
You have to look at it. It's a business.
Yes.
We sports fans forget about that, and it's a big business, a lot of money, billions of dollars involved, and so you have to have the right pieces in place. And if they're not there, one way to do that, there's always what they call trade bait in sports, and that's unfortunately
that's what this
McCaffrey
was.
is one of those, and hopefully DJ Moore is not the next.
I mean, when you think about it, even if you're not into sports, this is a multi-billion-dollar corporation that's based here in Charlotte that has been hemorrhaging some of its best people. And if we said that about any other corporation, Bank of America, anything like that, it would be huge news.
Like an executive being.
It's the equivalent of an executive leaving a bank. And the amount of money that the team pulls in for this city and the Carolinas and the tourism that brings in, things like that, when you have stuff like this happen, you don't have to like sports. You don't have to be into sports. It is a big, big deal.
It is.
And it trickles down.
Yeah, totally.
And that's why, when Matt Rule left before he was fired, everyone was talking about it. People were at the game. They were leaving the game, and there was more, whatever team we were playing, more of their fans in the stadium right before he was fired.
It'll be interesting this Sunday to see how many Tampa Bay Bucks fans are in Charlotte.
So many.
It'll be because when the 49ers were here, I thought
it was crazy.
We were playing in San Francisco.
Yeah.
It's ironic.
Yeah.
It was the 49ers had that big fan turnout.
Well, sometimes people come to watch a player, and Christian McCaffrey was so explosive, so elusive the way that he played. I think that's the biggest loss, is because even when the Panthers were losing, Chris McCaffrey was still destined to break off that 50-yard run, and that's
when he wasn't injured, he was dynamic.
That's the key, and he's so far so good. And I worry because in San Francisco, they have awful luck for injured running backs.
Over the years,
every year they've had it, so I hope that doesn't get the case. But it's a great system for McCaffrey to be in.
Jimmy actually on Facebook
saw that.
It was echoing your sentiment. He put it slightly more bluntly. He said he's always hurt. Seems like he's pretty fragile. I'm not sure if he's fragile, but he was often hurt.
Yes, and you know, I'm sure the management, the ownership looked at that he's been injured. How long will he actually be able to play? I mean, if he could play another 3 or 4 years. So rather leverage that, go for the drafts, and then you know what? It's going to give like Deontay Foreman a chance to move up. Chuba Hubbard. I mean, we haven't seen those guys in a situation where they are the guy. And maybe they'll step into that. It's the next man up. That's what football is.
Foreman, when he came into the league, was supposed to be the next big thing, but then he got injured. He had the Achilles injured. But he filled in for Derrick Henry when he went down last year. Did great. So I think it's new opportunities. And plus, now, if the Panthers get a victory, they had to even do a bigger hurdle. So I think every win that we get this season will make it that much sweeter.
Diane chiming in saying, geez, he pretty much carries the team. Love watching him. He finally gets well and strong.
I know.
And now you trade him. But this is funny. Shannon saying they should just start printing jerseys without names on the back.
Oh, that's really funny. Pick your own number.
What about all
or like a Velcro name that you can just switch out.
22 jerseys, because right now it's the most popular jersey out there.
Of course.
What happens?
I know.
You know?
There's a lot of Cam Newtons and McCaffreys will still be in the stands.
Still be wearing the jersey.
Someone on notes said bring back Brad Hoover, who was a great running back, fullback that we had many years ago. So you would hear in the stands, Hoover. It sounded like people were saying boo, but it was actually Hoover.
And we can't forget the most popular comment of the morning from one of our viewers is recommending you get out the Get Stick.
Yes.
Oh, that was so much fun earlier.
That was funny.
That's what the Panthers need.
It's disappeared. I can't find it.
Whip them into place, Larry Sprinkle. That's right. Yeah. All right, folks, we know it's not the news that you wanted to hear this morning on a Friday, but there you go. Christian McCaffrey on his way back out to the Bay Area.
Left his heart in San Francisco.
Yep, and he's going back, evidently. All right, here's hoping you had a fantastic Friday, wonderful weekend. We'll see you back here Monday morning.
Bye, everybody.